Hello Steamians, very good morning to all of you, and I really hope that you're doing great. So let's talk about one of the most important part of investment today. And before starting the vlog, I really want to say that this is not any kind of financial advice. This is what I usually do in terms of my investment, and this is just my experience that I'm sharing with all of you. So evidently there are two different results of an investment. One is profit, the other one is loss. So if you are already an investor, let's say in terms of crypto, then I believe you already have witnessed both of them and you know the flavor of them both. So let's talk about the after effects of a loss in a project or in a crypto that you have invested. So I'm a very much optimistic kind of person, I should say, and I believe everything that happens does happens for a reason, be that it may positive or a negative way. So yeah, who does really wants to take a loss in their investments? But yet this is a very true trajectory of a part of our investment. And one of the most important thing is, what do you usually do when you hit a loss or when you get lost in a project or a term in an investment of yours? Well, the very first thing that I do is I accept what have happened in terms of my investment, and whatever happened I cannot reverse it. And instead of frowning on that investment that I made, I do find out the reason why this particular loss happened to my investment, or what mistake I made in terms of my investment, which in the result made a loss. So this is one of the most important part, because once you make a loss, then I've seen various people who does really scratches their head and do unexpected things in that particular moment, and as a result they go further in terms of loss, and at the very end of the day they do really cry upon with whatever the investment they have made. The very second thing that I do is, there is a term in terms of crypto investment which is stop loss. I do try to figure it out and I go with that particular momentum. And like I said in my other vlogs as well, that I am in the long run for now. So instead of taking the loss for the short term, I do like to try the long term path, where I have seen that maximum investors do make profit in those particular projects if the projects are the promising ones, or if the projects have a future. So I do keep up with everything that is happening with that particular crypto which is happening, and I do try to keep up from day-to-day activities of that particular project. And instead of going with the rumor, I do tend to do all my own research, and I tend to go with everything that I have from my point of view, not with the people who have the wrong intentions to dump and go in a particular project. And the most important one that I do really tend to do whenever I make an investment is, I always invest that much that I can afford to lose. For instance, if I do invest $100 in a particular crypto, then I do tend to keep in mind that I kind of have lost that particular investment or that $100 in that particular crypto, and if something happens that means positive, then that will be a bonus for me. So even if I lose that $100, that will not affect my life or any terms that way. And this is what you should do as well, because investment is always risky ones. So you might lose your 100% or you might gain 100% profit in that particular investment. So always keep in mind that, guys, invest that much that you can afford to lose, and it is always your money, guys. Do your own research in whatever crypto you are investing upon, and not only in crypto but in your real life as well. So these were the few things that I usually do in terms of my investments, and whatever happens, positive or negative, I do tend to go with it. And instead of keeping frowning on that particular investment or that particular loss, I tend to move on, and I try to learn from those mistakes, and I try to improve myself at every step of my crypto investment. So that is it for today, guys, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching the vlog. I'll be seeing you soon tomorrow with something interesting as well.